Hello everybody and welcome to yet another exciting edition of WGE SmackDown Live. I am Nathan going it alone here, and we are getting ever so closer to WrestleMania 2. Of course, speaking of that, tonight AJ Styles will be calling out CM Punk regarding Punk's attack on Styles in the last episode of SmackDown. Of course, with their WrestleMania match coming closer and closer. Now we kick things off with our first match of the night as we see Apollo Crews making his way out to the ring.
Scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Stone Mountain,
Apollo
Georgia,
Crews,
weighing in at
of course, a very underrated athlete in my opinion. This man has strength, this man has speed, he has an acrobatic aerial ability. Some would call Apollo Crews the total package. And of course, he'll be going one-on-one with Kane, as we're seeing in the last episode of SmackDown. We saw Kane mocking his brother, The Undertaker, dressing up in that dark, big jacket of his, and The Undertaker, as you can imagine, did not take so kindly to that. Sending the message to his brother Kane. We've said it once, we've said it 1,000 times. These two have had quite the rivalry, spanning over a long period of time, and it's finally gonna come to a head at WrestleMania 2. And here comes the Big Red Machine himself. Here comes Kane.
at 323 pounds, Kane.
Of course, with the way that Kane's been lately, heading into this match with The Undertaker at WrestleMania, I definitely wouldn't say that I envy Apollo Crews. I mean, stepping in the ring with Kane any day of the week is definitely not something that you'd want to do. You wouldn't want to be across the ring from the 7-foot, 320 plus pound monster. But with how heated his rivalry with The Undertaker has been, you know Kane has nothing but destruction and decimation and pain on the mind. And unfortunately for Apollo Crews, he's in the way of the demon. Here we go. The two men starting things off. Apollo Crews, some nice offense early on, but Kane quickly turning things around. Nice drop kick there from the Big Red Machine. Kane has a size and strength advantage over Apollo Crews, as he tosses Crews into the corner, and he bounced right off that top turnbuckle. Things aren't looking so good for Apollo Crews here in the early goings of the match, as Kane stomping on the side of the head of Apollo. Ladies and gentlemen, you have to think that The Undertaker is watching this match very closely, as Kane with the cover. 1, 2, no, kick out at 2 by Apollo Crews. But as I was saying, The Undertaker, he has to be watching this match closely, even though him and Kane know each other better than probably anyone else in the business. You gotta think that there's no wrong time to study an opponent. You never know when they're gonna pull out some new tricks. As Apollo Crews now trying to get back on the offensive with a nice clothesline there to Kane. Following it up with an elbow drop. Apollo Crews definitely needs to keep him down. Only a 1 count over the Machine. Apollo Crews power slam into another cover, but too close to the ropes on that one. Apollo Crews now, showing off his athletic ability. Oh, went for the dropkick, but Kane countered and took him down with a big boot. Nicely done by the veteran Kane. Wait a minute. Oh, looked like Kane was going for a power bomb, but Apollo Crews managed to counter out of that as Apollo Crews goes back on the offensive. Now a nice move there to Kane in the corner from Apollo Crews as Crews heads up to the top rope. Kane back up to his feet. Oh, and Apollo takes him down with a diving elbow. 1, 2, no. Have to do quite a bit more damage than that if you want to keep the Big Red Machine down, as Kane goes right back into the swing of things with that back suplex on Apollo Crews. Kane stalking his prey here as he has Apollo in the chin lock. Apollo Crews struggling. And he gets out of it there. That's Apollo now. Elbow followed by a drop kick. Apollo Crews on the apron. See what he's thinking here as Kane gets back up to his feet. And Kane taking Apollo Crews off the apron. Apollo wasted just a little bit of time there. Both men right in front of my announce table here. As Kane plants Apollo right on the table. Kane is not messing around here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. He is all business, as we've usually come to expect from the Big Red Machine. As Kane nearly kicks the head off of Apollo Crews. Both men now back in the ring. And Apollo trying to get back into it with that bicycle kick. As Apollo Crews heads back up to the top rope. Once again taking a bit of time, and Kane catching Apollo Crews with the choke slam all the way from hell. That might be it for Apollo Crews. 1, 2, 3. And Kane picking up the win here tonight on SmackDown.
Here is your winner, Kane!
Nice win from Kane here tonight. Picking up more momentum heading into his match with The Undertaker at WrestleMania 2. Like I said earlier, you gotta think that The Undertaker is watching this match somewhere. Studying Kane, seeing what he's in. Oh, wait a minute. Well, speaking of the dead man, Undertaker going for a chokeslam. Now Kane looking for a chokeslam of his own on the Undertaker, and he hits it. But Kane's not finished with the dead man. Look at this. Tombstone pile driver. Kane sending a message to his brother. Let's take a look. Kane just dominating The Undertaker right there. One can only think, what are we going to see from these two at WrestleMania? And look at this, Kane once again mocking The Undertaker, doing his signature pose in the ring. Kane's definitely getting under the dead man's skin here over the past couple of weeks. It'll definitely be a match to remember at WrestleMania. And now let's take a look back at last episode of SmackDown. Baron Corbin explaining his attack on Jeff Hardy from that previous episode. And then we see Jeff Hardy coming out and trying to take it to Baron Corbin. But Baron Corbin getting the upper hand on Jeff Hardy. And just when we thought Hardy was done for with that steel chair, his brother Matt came to the rescue and chased Baron Corbin out of the ring. And there we see Matt Hardy issued the challenge, the Hardy Boys versus Baron Corbin and a partner of his choosing. And that match is up next. There we see Matt and Jeff, the Hardy Boys, making their way out to the ring.
At a combined weight of 461 pounds,
Matt Hardy and the current WGE United States Champion Jeff Hardy. One of the most decorated tag teams in the history of the sport. The Hardy Boys, they've been teaming together off and on for a very long time. And we get to see them in action here tonight on SmackDown, but the question is, who did Baron Corbin get as his tag team partner? Well, here comes Baron Corbin himself. Baron Corbin, he has been targeting Jeff Hardy
and their opponents
over the past couple of weeks.
from Kansas City, weighing in at 275
You saw he almost
Baron Corbin.
destroyed Jeff Hardy with a steel chair on the last episode of SmackDown before Matt came to the rescue. Which is how we got this tag team match here tonight. Still have no clue who Baron Corbin's tag team partner is. And Baron Corbin, he likes to call himself a lone wolf, so, you know, there might be a possibility that he didn't even find a tag team partner. Well, let's see. Wait a minute. Well.
From Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, weighing in
Looks like Baron Corbin's tag team partner is none other than the Olympic gold medalist himself, Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle, back at Final Stand, he challenged Jeff Hardy for the United States Championship, but he was unsuccessful, as Jeff Hardy managed to retain the title against Angle. So, Kurt Angle, definitely a good choice of tag team partners for the Lone Wolf Baron Corbin. Kurt Angle, much like Baron Corbin, has a bit of a beef with Jeff Hardy. We'll see how Kurt Angle and Baron Corbin manage to work together in this match. I mean, after all, the Hardy Boys, as I said before, they've been teaming up for a long time. Baron Corbin and Kurt Angle, they are not a regular tag team. As Corbin was about to start things off with Hardy, we saw Angle immediately make the tag. It's Kurt Angle now connecting with those elbows and the side headlock on Matt Hardy as Matt gets out of it. Kurt Angle going to work on Matt Hardy. And now Matt Hardy with that gut-wrench suplex on the Olympic gold medalist. And here's the cover early on. No, too close to the ropes. Angle getting back into things with a suplex of his own. Nice German suplex to Matt Hardy. Not many people can out-suplex Kurt Angle. Matt Hardy trying a different approach now. Side headlock into the right hand, followed by a bulldog on Kurt Angle. Matt Hardy once again with the cover, 1 and a 1 count. You got to think what the strategy for both of these teams are. I mean, I'm sure Kurt Angle and Baron Corbin know what to expect from the Hardy Boys in a tag team match. They've probably seen plenty of them. But as for Kurt Angle and Baron Corbin, as I said before, they're not a regular team. Both of them usually compete in singles matches, as Matt Hardy makes the tag to his brother Jeff, connecting with a double team back body drop from Kurt Angle. So the Hardy Boys, they might have to look at Kurt Angle and Baron Corbin as 2 separate entities instead of 1 tag team. Now Hardy has Angle in the corner, and Kurt Angle with the counter. Oh man. Just tossing the United States champion as he tags in Baron Corbin. And Corbin, no surprise, charging right for Jeff Hardy. And look at that vicious right hand from the Lone Wolf. Baron Corbin with that hard-hitting style. Nice suplex as Corbin goes for the cover. 1, 2, no. Needed the side of the head of the champion. Baron Corbin with that slam back body drop. Oh man, what a combination there from Baron Corbin, just tossing Jeff Hardy around like a rag doll. Jeff Hardy using the ropes to help him get back up to his feet, and Corbin striking the champion back down, bouncing off the ropes. Right hand clocking Jeff Hardy right in the side of the head, taking him down once again. Baron Corbin's making it obvious who he has his sights set on here, as he has Jeff Hardy in the camel clutch. Jeff Hardy all the way on the other side of the ring, opposite from his corner, and his brother Matt. As Jeff Hardy escapes the camel clutch. Now Jeff starting to get back into it here with a forearm to Baron Corbin. Now a running body press, and here's the cover. 1 and a kick out by Baron Corbin. Drop kick to the back. Jeff Hardy back in the offensive position where he needs to be, especially against a larger man such as Baron Corbin. It's Jeff Hardy going at Baron Corbin with the right hands and a kick. Hardy tossing Corbin into the corner. And a tornado DDT from Jeff Hardy, followed by the cover. 1, 2, no. Jeff Hardy looked like he was trying to work over the head of Baron Corbin, but Corbin fought his way out of it. As Jeff Hardy now works on the leg, followed by a right hand, knocking Baron Corbin down. Nicely done from Jeff Hardy with the cover. 1, 2, and Corbin again kicking out. Jeff Hardy has Baron Corbin in his corner, and he makes the tag to Matt. The Hardy Boys going for another double team move, another double back body drop, this time to Baron Corbin. As Matt Hardy goes for the cover. 1, 2, and well, it was hard to tell if Corbin kicked out or if Angle broke it up, but either way, Jeff Hardy now taking Angle out of the equation, and Matt going after Baron Corbin. Corbin with the reversal, running shoulder tackle to Matt Hardy. And now Corbin with the stomp, followed by a vicious kick to the back. Matt Hardy bouncing off the ropes, sent right into the big boot of Baron Corbin. And here comes Kurt Angle. Angle stomping away at Matt Hardy. Now he's using his amateur wrestling background with that gut wrench. Of course, we all know Kurt Angle won an Olympic gold medal with a broken freaking neck. Matt Hardy now with the strikes to Angle. Hardy looked like he was going for a suplex, but Angle countering. Suplex of his own and the cover, but he was too close to the ropes. You gotta wonder, what if Kurt Angle and Baron Corbin managed to get a win over the Hardy Boys here tonight? What would happen at that point? As Kurt Angle makes the tag to Baron Corbin, trying to make that a reality. And look at this. Rope assisted double team reverse suplex on Matt Hardy. Nice double team maneuver from Baron Corbin and Kurt Angle, as Corbin only a 2 count over Matt Hardy. Baron Corbin and Kurt Angle seem to be working together pretty well so far in this match. As Baron Corbin has Matt Hardy up on his shoulders, Hardy elbow strikes to the side of the head, getting himself free, followed by a spinning wheel kick. This is exactly the position Matt Hardy needs to be in right now here, ladies and gentlemen, with the forearms, followed by a right hand to Baron Corbin, and a backbreaker. Matt Hardy's got Baron Corbin right where he wants him, as he sends him into his corner. He makes the tag to Jeff. Matt Hardy, twist of fate. And Jeff Hardy following it up with a swanton bomb. 1, 2, 3. The Hardy Boys with a win over the team of Baron Corbin and Kurt Angle tonight. Although I definitely won't take anything away from Corbin and Angle. As I said before, they work together pretty well for not being a regular tag team here in WGE. But at the end of the day, the tag team experience of the Hardy Boys scored them the victory in this one. Hard-fought contest from all four men.
Winners, Matt Hardy and Jeff Hardy, the Hardy Boys.
Nice victory there from the Hardy Boys. And ladies and gentlemen, we will have more action on SmackDown when we return right after this.
Getting you. You can take a swing at my ego. You can make a run for my crown. Even if your stare makes me nervous, you ain't gonna take us down. There'll be no need for crying. Like the phoenix we will rise.
Well, we're back here on SmackDown as we get ready for our next match of the night, and here comes the one, the only,
Making his way to the
Bo
ring
Dallas.
from Brooksville, Florida, weighing in at 234 pounds.
Well, I'll say this about Bo. He's definitely going to have to believe in himself and in a whole lot of luck if he wants to win this match here tonight. Now, I'm not going to take anything away from Bo Dallas, of course. I think Bo Dallas is a fine athlete. He's just a little on the... Oh, how would I put this politely? He's a bit on the goofy side. I honestly don't think that Bo Dallas takes a lot of his competition here seriously, and ultimately, that's what I think leads to his downfalls. But, who knows, maybe he'll prove me wrong here tonight. Like I said, he's definitely going to have to believe if he wants to win this match. As he is facing that man. Goldberg making his in-ring debut. Of course, he was supposed to make his in-ring debut on the last episode of SmackDown Live, but Triple H had other ideas.
Weighing in at 270 pounds.
But Goldberg finally making his long-awaited WGE in-ring debut here tonight. Intense look on the face of Goldberg. Of course, he's known for having a very dominant, undefeated streak back in the days of WCW. And this is what I was talking about earlier, ladies and gentlemen. Goldberg was set to make his in-ring debut on the last SmackDown, but Triple H attacked him backstage, ending the brawl with a pedigree on top of a limousine. Triple H felt challenged by Goldberg. He wanted to prove something to him, and I'd say he definitely did just that. Here we go as Goldberg gets to take his frustrations out on Bo Dallas. And I don't envy Bo Dallas. I definitely don't, as he's taunting Goldberg, which is a huge mistake, as Goldberg going right out of the gates. Oh, and a drop kick there by Goldberg to Bo Dallas. Goldberg connecting with another butterfly suplex. Goldberg looks like he's just toying with Bo Dallas right now. Now running power slam. Things are not looking good for Bo Dallas right here, ladies and gentlemen. Goldberg connecting with the right hands. Bo Dallas stunned. Look at this. Goldberg is just taking it to Bo Dallas. Dallas tried to get up. Goldberg kicked him right back down. Goldberg is taunting him. And look at the power of Goldberg with a power bomb after lifting Dallas up. Planting him right back down into the mat. Now tossing Bo into the corner. Nice suplex from Goldberg. And Goldberg breaking Bo Dallas in half with a spear. And that could be it for Bo Dallas. Oh, maybe not. Goldberg looks like he's not finished with him quite yet. And Goldberg with a jackhammer. That's gotta be it. 1, 2, 3. Well, Bo Dallas, looks like you were next. Goldberg with a very dominant performance in this match. Bo Dallas, if I remember correctly, I don't think he got a single move in. And it's like I said, he wasn't taking his competition seriously. He was taunting Goldberg right after the match began, and that was the beginning of the end for Bo Dallas. But Goldberg looking very impressive, very strong in his in-ring debut here in WGE. Wait a minute, a Triple H with a sledgehammer shot from behind. Oh my God. Triple H again with an assault on Goldberg 2 weeks in a row. Triple H definitely sending a message to Goldberg. Triple H feels like Goldberg, he is challenging him, and Triple H is having none of it. But Triple H has only been doing these sneak attacks to Goldberg. He's never faced him like a true man would. He's only attacking from behind, taking the easy way out. Once again, Triple H on top. Nonetheless, you may not agree with his methods, but you can't argue with the results. Well, Stephanie McMahon granting Baron Corbin's wish, but I don't necessarily agree with the way Baron Corbin asked for it. But regardless, here comes the New Day.
The following contest
As
is
we get
scheduled
set for our
one
next
fall.
match.
On the way to the ring, accompanied by Xavier Woods at a combined weight of 497 pounds, the WWE Tag Team Champions, Kofi Kingston and Big E, the New Day.
The New Day. Of course, in the last episode, or 2 episodes ago, on SmackDown, we saw Brandon Adams and Adam Omega attacking the New Day, sending a message showing that they were definitely after the tag team titles. Well, New Day definitely showing no shortage of confidence here tonight. And here come their opponents, the Good Brothers, Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows.
And their opponent, at a combined weight of 505 pounds, Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows.
Gallows and Anderson, of course, one could argue that they have something to prove here as well. A win over the tag team champions could definitely be huge for them. It could get them a shot at the titles in the future. Of course, with WrestleMania coming up very shortly, everyone on the entire WGE roster is trying to make a statement. They're trying to get as much momentum as they can. They're trying to pick up as many wins as possible. Everyone wants to be on the card for the main show, the biggest show of the year, and that's what it's all about. And here we go, as we see Kofi Kingston starting things off with Carl Anderson. Kofi with the headlock takeover on Anderson. And Anderson now with the side headlock on Kofi, followed by the forearms to the back. Kofi escaping the hold. Nice double stomp to the chest of Carl Anderson, followed by a knee drop. The New Day and Gallows and Anderson, they're both very skilled tag teams. And on their own, they're all very skilled competitors as well, as Anderson escaping Kofi, following it up with the clothesline. Anderson bouncing off the ropes with a running senton on the Kofi Kingston. Anderson sending Kofi into the corner, and Kofi wisely escapes. As Kofi showing off his athleticism with that DDT with a little bit of flair. Only 1 count over Carl Anderson. Anderson with a drop kick. And you gotta wonder, folks, if Brandon Adams and Adam Omega are anywhere lurking around backstage watching this match, not only watching for the New Day, but Gallows and Anderson as well. I mean, like I said before, everyone wants to make a statement with WrestleMania quickly approaching. So maybe Adams and Omega, they might feel that Gallows and Anderson are competition for them when it comes to the hunt for the tag team titles, as Kofi Kingston with a near fall over Carl Anderson. This match has been pretty competitive so far, but Kofi Kingston has the upper hand at the moment as he brings Carl Anderson over to the New Day's corner, and he makes the tag to Big E. Double team maneuver there by the New Day as Big E gets in the ring. Now the big man taking it to Carl Anderson. Kick to the back of the leg. And a kick to the midsection by Big E as he goes for a powerbomb, but Anderson hammering away at Big E with those right hands, followed by a Luthez press. There's that aggressive side of Carl Anderson coming into play as he drags Big E over to his corner. And now here comes Luke Gallows, the two big men going at it. Gallows bouncing off the ropes with a splash on Big E, and here's the cover. One. No, that's it. Just a 1 count over Big E. As Gallows stomping away, trying to keep Big E grounded, which is a smart strategy. As he picks him back up instead. Oh, big chop. Gallows now has Big E locked in the camel clutch. Big E, the powerful Big E, escaping the grasp of Luke Gallows, and he charges right at Gallows, taking him off his feet. And again, and one more time for good measure. Big E overhead release, belly to belly suplex on Luke Gallows. Now Big E connecting with that big splash. One, no, Anderson breaks it up. And now Big E taking Carl Anderson off the apron, but Luke Gallows, of course, the legal man. But Big E managed to counter as he tosses Gallows into the corner. Big E making the tag to Kofi Kingston. And there it is. That could be it. 2, 3. The New Day with a big win over Gallows and Anderson here tonight. Both tag teams did a great job in this match.
Here are your winners, Kofi Kingston and Big E, the New Day.
Definitely not taking anything away from Gallows and Anderson, but at the end of the day, the New Day came out on top as they celebrate another victory. More action coming up next here on SmackDown. We're back. We're getting ready for our final match of the night as we see Paige making her way out to the ring.
Making her way to the ring from Norwich, England,
Paige getting ready to go one-on-one with Bayley here tonight. Two very talented competitors in the WGE women's division. Of course, we have our women's championship match for WrestleMania 2 set, as Sasha Banks will be defending the women's championship against AJ Lee. But just because that we have a women's championship match already set for WrestleMania doesn't mean that we won't need contenders in the future. As both Paige and Bayley, I believe, could be great contenders for either Sasha Banks or AJ Lee, whoever comes out on top in that women's title match at WrestleMania 2.
and her opponent from San Jose, California, Bayley.
There we see the Bayley Buddies, also known as the wacky waving inflatable arm flailing tube men. Bayley, one of the more charismatic competitors we have, not even just in the women's division, but in my opinion, in WGE altogether. Bayley has a lot of spirit, a lot of heart, and a lot of talent, as does Paige. So I think we're looking at a very competitive matchup here. Wait a minute. Well, there's the number one contender for the women's title, AJ Lee. AJ Lee not scheduled to compete here tonight. Not entirely sure what she's doing out here, and it looks like Paige and Bayley don't have a clue either. And there's the current reigning WGE Women's Champion Sasha Banks, also not scheduled. This is a little strange here, folks. Well, it looks like we are having the match as Paige starts things off with a headlock takeover on Bayley. But as you notice, you see AJ Lee, the number one contender for the women's championship, as well as the WGE Women's Champion Sasha Banks there at ringside. Seems like they wanted a closer view of this match. I did mention earlier that we will need contenders for the women's title after WrestleMania, so that could be why these two women are out here. As Paige rolls out of the ring and Bayley following. Paige sweeping Bayley off the apron. Paige rolling Bayley back into the ring. And now look at this, Bayley. Oh man. Catching Paige on the second rope. Referee at a count of 5. Bayley resetting the count. Tossing Paige back in the ring, and Bayley getting back in the ring as well. Bayley going for neckbreaker. Paige shoving Bayley away into clothesline again, taking Bayley outside of the ring, which is where the majority of this match has taken place thus far, as Paige connects with a vicious headbutt to Bayley. And a dropkick to the back. Paige being very vicious in this match, as both women back in the ring. Once again, and a kick to the midsection of Bayley. Northern Lights suplex. Here's the cover. 1. No. Tossing Bayley into the corner. Oh, missing the knee. Catching the turnbuckle as Bayley connects with the Hurricane Rana to Paige. Bayley now with the cover, but she was too close to the ropes. Bayley, those forearm strikes. Paige, dazed up against the ropes. Bayley now with yet another Hurricane Rana to Paige. Bayley with the cover. 1. No. Paige getting back into it with an arm drag. And the forearm strikes to the head of Bayley, followed up by a German suplex. Nicely done as Paige goes in for the cover. 1, 2, and a kick out by Bayley at 2. Back and forth action here as Paige has Bayley in a rear chinlock. Bayley struggling, trying to escape the hold. And she manages to do just that. Running forearm to Paige. And another one. Bayley showing she can be a bit aggressive too. Showing off a little bit for the fans. And Bayley right back on the attack. Working on the arm now. As Bayley sends Paige into the corner. And Bayley tossing Paige right into the corner. And the cover. 2. No, a kick out by Paige. Now Bayley with the head scissors on Paige, and Paige manages to escape. And a fallaway slam as Paige again going in for the cover. 2. No, kick out by Bayley. AJ Lee and Sasha Banks still watching this match very closely at ringside. As Paige with the shot to the back. Paige now connecting with the knees. Paige likes to say this is her house. And she's showing just what she means by that. Working over the leg of Bayley. Paige slamming Bayley's face into the top turnbuckle as Paige goes for a tornado DDT on Bayley. Nicely done. Paige again going in for the cover. 1, 2. No, near fall once again over Bayley. And now Paige with the head scissors as Bayley manages to escape. Those forearms to the face of Paige. Bayley now with a kick. Paige caught that one. On the right hand, taking Bayley down. Wait a minute, look at this. AJ Lee and Sasha Banks getting into it on the outside. And the referee ejecting AJ Lee and Sasha Banks from ringside. Getting rid of the distractions. Back in the ring, Paige, spin kick to the midsection. And look at that, Paige with the Paige Turner. 1, 2, 3. Paige picking up a win over Bayley here tonight. My goodness, what a competitive match that was. Both Bayley and Paige gave it no less than 100% here tonight, but in the end, Paige picked up the victory. And AJ Lee and Sasha Banks got into a scuffle on the outside. Of course, they have a big women's title match coming up at WrestleMania, but who knows what's next for Bayley and for the winner of this match tonight, Paige. Well, folks, as I said earlier, that was the last match of the night. But we are not finished yet here on SmackDown, because up next, AJ Styles is going to call out CM Punk and confront him about his actions on the last episode of SmackDown Live. Why did Punk attack AJ Styles? We'll find out right now. Here comes the World Heavyweight Champion, AJ Styles. Of course, back at Final Stand, we had the Elimination Chamber match for the World Heavyweight Championship, in which CM Punk won. But immediately after that, AJ Styles came out, he cashed in Money in the Bank, he defeated CM Punk, and he became the new World Heavyweight Champion. And it was confirmed that we will see a rematch between CM Punk and AJ Styles for the World Heavyweight Championship at WrestleMania 2. Very exciting. Two of the best wrestlers in the world will be competing for the world title at WrestleMania. In a proper match this time, as one may argue that their last encounter wasn't such a proper match, as CM Punk just got finished with an Elimination Chamber, but I digress. AJ Styles out here to confront CM Punk. Well, asking you shall receive. Here comes CM Punk. Of course, AJ Styles, we just heard him say that this match between the two at WrestleMania was originally going to be about respect. It should have only been about respect. But on the last edition of SmackDown, CM Punk went and made it personal. They were successful teaming up together, and CM Punk just went and threw that away. He threw away the respect when he attacked AJ Styles. AJ Styles wants answers. CM Punk is out here presumably to give him the answers he's looking for. That's one way to look at it. I don't necessarily agree with every word that's coming out of CM Punk's mouth. Some of it seems kind of hypocritical, if you ask me. Bold claim there by CM Punk. You see the intense stare down from these two of the best wrestlers in the world. Oh, it looked like Punk was about to make things physical, but he just faked out AJ Styles. Real professional. CM Punk may have gotten the last laugh here tonight. But what's going to happen between these two at WrestleMania 2? It won't be long now, folks. But that's all the time we have for tonight. I am Nathan. Thank you all for joining us. We will see you all next time.